I think it's very important for us to acknowledge Black History Month because Black history isn't just Black history, it's American history. We were built, and we may not always be proud of the things that we have done in American history, but we must always acknowledge it, that way we don't return to those things. And to acknowledge the trials and tribulations people had to go through and the sacrifices several others have made, it's just something we all need to remember.
I feel like it's important to acknowledge Black History Month because it's always great to know your roots and to know where you come from.
It is important to acknowledge Black History Month because us as American people, it helps us to be grateful for what we have and realize how hard we have worked and encourage us to keep on working as hard to keep on claiming our spot.
I think it's important to acknowledge Black History Month because it's important to show the world all the work that it took to get Black people where they are right now, and it's important to remember all the mistakes we made and not to make them again.
I believe it is important to acknowledge Black History Month so that we can learn where we come from and the struggles that we had to face to get to where we are now.
Well, Black History Month isn't just about, as so said, Black people. It's more about the history of our country because Black people sometimes aren't acknowledged as much as of other races, more dominant races. So we need to take into account the fact that they're part of our history and they helped shape us into what we are today.
I'd say that I admire Frederick C. Branch. He is the first African American to make the rank of, I want to say it was captain in the Marine Corps. He was also the first African American to be ever enlisted as an officer in the Marine Corps, and he produced a very iconic photo between him and his wife. His wife pinned the rank for the very first time onto his uniform.
I most admire Dr. King because even though he had so many people against him, he still pushed forward, and through the tough times like jail and like being put in jail and doing all kind of stuff, he still pushed through, which encouraged me to push through my hardships and stuff. So,
since I'm from Europe, I'm from Spain, the person I've learned the most is Nelson Mandela, and I think it's the person that have started on his moment all the freedom thoughts and to be yourself and go for what you want.
I mostly admire President Barack Obama because his struggle through presidency was really great because he had to conquer a whole country to just get to that one spot, and he achieved this overall goal.
The African American figure that I admire the most would have to be Kerry Washington because she is an African American activist on top of working as an actress, and she fights for rights for African American people.
And I think African Americans have kind of breaking free from their ties with slavery way back. It's kind of opened up a big old door into like individualization, having actual personalities instead of being just like everybody else. And that's really important to me because
when Black History Month is over, I will take the inspiring stories that I learned and use them to motivate me to achieve my own dreams. And these stories help me stay motivated. Like, these African Americans didn't stop trying to reach their dreams, and I'm just going to do that too.
it's more of a diversity month. It's to celebrate not only Black people or Black history, but it's to celebrate the fact that we don't just have, like in Europe, they used to have just pretty much white people. But like, we're diverse. We have all kinds of different personalities. We're all rounded.
I think it's important to keep in mind that it's not only for a month. We have to keep in our minds all the facts that we're learning and all the things that we're looking at to be a better person in our daily lives.
One thing I would take with me through my life journey is to never give up, no matter what adversity is against me. It's just to never give up and always try my hardest.
I would take the motivation because these people never gave up. So like, if they never gave up through everything what they didn't have, sacrifice and everything else, why should I give up? That's like a downfall on them. So like, I gotta keep this up for them.
Thank you. What I'll take with me is the inspiration and the new knowledge that I've gained. I learn a lot of things throughout Black History Month that we do not learn usually in school, and so it's just a very life-altering time of the year every year, and I appreciate everything that I learn and all the inspirations that I learn about.